I have tried every side hustle I could as a student. Some brought me cash and some failed terribly. You don't have to start and fail. In this video, I'm going to share with you what worked, what didn't work, and what I wish I knew before starting so that you can avoid my mistakes. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Eunice, a final year student at the university, passionate about self-development, making money, and building a life with purpose. I know what it is to need money as a student, and so I'm going to keep all this honest and practical. If you have watched other videos about my side hustle, you know side hustle number one is selling jewelry. I have been buying jewelry from Dubois Road and selling them to students and young professionals, especially my friends. What worked is that I targeted the right people who needed the items. But thing that I did right is keeping the prices affordable so that they were affordable to students and those who are selling. Number one problem in this is that stock sometimes moved slow, especially when I didn't send myself out and I needed a better place to display them so that they would have a constant customer. And also I did overstock things that were out of trend, and so I ended up not selling them. If you want to start in this, number one thing that I can tell you is that start small, and first of all look for what people are buying instead of buying something and you end up not selling it. The last thing in this, that do not be afraid of selling your items to your friends. They are your first customers, they are first people who are going to support you in your work. If you want more details, you can check that video here about the side hustles and more details on that. The second one, this one slapped. It's selling snacks, especially lollipop, sweets, name them. And these ones I was selling them during lecture hall in the hostels. The best part of selling snack is that you don't need much convincing people to buy from you. For me, I was keeping consistency. Even if I don't go and tell people I have sweets, they were just asking me every time I go to the lecture hall or when I'm going to the hostels. But here is the dark side. When you are selling snacks, friends usually say, nipe nitakulipa baadaye, but friends never pay. The lesson is here is cash only. Friends are free, but snacks are not free. Side hustle number 3 is writing attachment reports and project reports. These come from a skill of Microsoft Word, or in other terms, MS Word. After doing attachment reports, I realized how people are struggling to write reports and hate this work because it takes a lot of time. So I started writing reports for my friends and for other students because I already have my own template, and so using Microsoft Word and ChatGPT, writing reports was easier for me. And the money is good, especially at the end of the semester, the end of industrial attachment, when reports are due and people are rushing. The problem is that sometimes deadlines are intense, and maybe you have your own personal work and you have clients' work to do for them, and so rushing through the work sometimes feels hectic. But the good thing is, if you know how to use Microsoft Word and you have ChatGPT with you, writing reports for students is just an amazing business. What I usually do personally, I usually seek out my classmates and my friends to write for them, and they refer me to other friends or other people, and I do them at a fee. Number 4 side hustle is this YouTube channel you're watching me from, and I started making videos about student life, productivity, self-development, vlogs. The wins is that first of all, I built a personal brand, I learned video editing and search engine optimization, and I'm still growing to monetization. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's going to help me as a side hustle to get monetized later. So monetization usually take after you hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time, and of which I'm currently having 147 subscribers as I film this, and hoping that one day I'll get to 1,000 subscribers and I'll get monetization. The challenge of starting a YouTube channel is that video editing takes a lot of time, and if you have not found your niche yet, it can be a challenge to start a YouTube channel. And the good thing is that you can start a YouTube channel on anything that you want. If you are lucky enough, you can get monetized within the shortest time possible. The lesson in this is that YouTube is a long-term game. If you are wanting to start for a quick cash, you will be frustrated, but building a skill and opportunities in YouTube is a gold. Now for the fun part, my flops, business that failed. When I was a second year, I started the business of selling electronics. These were including jugs, extension, and other things. And this business failed terribly. Number one thing, people did not trust buying from another person, and they trusted buying more in electrical shops. Some of them who were buying from me wanted to buy at a lower price, even lower than what I was buying the products. So I ended up being an anti-gift, and I was gifting my friends because I didn't have anywhere else to take them. So another business that failed is selling socks. When I came home for a holiday, I thought that buying socks home at a lower price and going to school and reselling them at a higher price would make me a profit. But everybody, high competition was the biggest problem, and some were also selling them at the same price that I bought them. So I ended up not having sold any, and I ended up gifting every friend that was coming to visit me socks, and I also got like over 20 pairs of them. So the lesson here is that look for a problem first before you provide a solution. Don't get into a business if you have not found an actual problem in the market. The last side hustle that failed is doing online surveys and doing academic writing. Let me just be honest with you. Online surveys sometimes pay very little money, just some little airtime money. And in academic writing, there was a huge challenge for finding clients to do work for them. And some who I did work for them ended up not paying anything. And so the hustle was not for me, and I ended up quitting up academic writing. But if you are good in academic writing and online survey, then you can go for it. For me, it didn't work, and I just left it at that point. What I've learned overall is that some hustles need either money or skill or consistency, and sometimes all the three. The biggest mistake I made is expecting to have money from all the side hustles that I am mentioning here, but choose one that suits you currently and the one that is in season. For example, writing reports is seasonal. Consistently track progress and keep pushing yourself. You coming to the end of this video shows that you want value, and so my message to you is that don't listen to the negative self-talk that always tell you not to do because you are fearing certain thing. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. If you are a student looking for a side hustle, make sure you choose one, and if you have other side hustles that you can share, comment below so that we can all benefit from it. And in this video, I am sharing the 5 high income skills that you can learn today and start making real money for free. In this channel, I usually share about money tips, side hustles, growing yourself, as I do as an example, and all the lessons that I have learned. And so if this feels like what you want, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment what is your thought on this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Big up. Goodbye.